When Calls the Heart Season 12, tragedy looms in Hope Valley as little Jack faces a deadly diagnosis. In When Calls the Heart Season 12 Episode 10, titled Through the Valley, Elizabeth Thatcher Thornton received a serious diagnosis regarding her son, little Jack. The popular Hallmark show, which is famous for its wholesome but dramatic storytelling, brought with it a real health crisis, as little Jack displays signs of a mysterious illness that is unknown to many Hope Valley residents. His unexpected fall and diagnosis of diabetes, a relatively unknown and usually fatal illness in the early 1920s, have viewers wondering if Elizabeth would have to face yet another devastating loss. The show depicted Elizabeth, played by Erin Krakow, getting concerned as she observed changes in her son's behavior, including a constant thirst, heightened appetite, and uncharacteristic fatigue. It all culminated when little Jack fainted during a game of baseball. Chief Constable Nathan Grant rushed him to Dr. Faith Carter. The devastating news that diabetes was then incurable laid the background for an emotionally charged last leg of When Calls the Heart Season 12. When Calls the Heart Season 12, hope fades as Elizabeth grapples with her son's uncertain future. When Calls the Heart Season 12, hope fades as Elizabeth grapples with her son's uncertain future. Elizabeth already lost her beloved husband, Jack Thornton, to tragedy and is confronting a fear of loss of her child. The historical context in Season 12 of When Calls the Heart provides further layers of anxiety, with medical advancements not yet hitting their stride by the early part of the 1920s. The program's attention to historical detail makes little Jack's diagnosis grim, since insulin, today a life-saving medication, was still in its experimental stages in the show's time. Emotional tension is added by Hope Valley's citizens' responses. Nathan, having developed feelings for both Elizabeth and little Jack, can't help but offer solace while trying to come to terms with feelings of helplessness. Dr. Faith Carter, the town's reliable doctor, tries her best to explain the diagnosis, but without a cure or trustworthy treatment, the chances of survival appear to be against little Jack. As When Calls the Heart Season 12 approaches its conclusion, suspense is in the air as fans question whether history will cooperate with fiction to provide a ray of hope. What year was insulin invented, and how will the timeline decide the fate of little Jack? Little Jack's fate in When Calls the Heart Season 12 depends on a pivotal real-life medical advance. Insulin, the cure for diabetes, was found in 1921 by Canadian scientists Frederick Banting, Charles Best, and John MacLeod. But it wasn't until early 1922 that the first successful human trials were conducted, offering hope to those afflicted with what had been a death sentence. Season 12's fictional timeline is believed to be set in 1922, which places the characters at a pivotal moment in medical history. If the series remains historically accurate, there is a possibility that news of insulin's discovery could reach Hope Valley in time to save little Jack. Yet, with the isolated location of the town and the gradual dissemination of medical developments at that time, there is also the specter of treatment coming too late. Throughout Season 12 of When Calls the Heart, the series has stayed true to depicting the hardships of early 20th century life, striking a balance between themes of resilience and adversity. Elizabeth's battle is representative of the struggle of many parents at the time who were confronted with similar medical unknowns with few options. As she battles to save her son, audiences are left in suspense, wishing for a miracle that might or might not be in keeping with history. The series has addressed different historical challenges in the past, but When Calls the Heart Season 12 faces one of the most poignant decisions thus far. There are only a handful of episodes left before the question gets answered. Will little Jack make it, or will Elizabeth face another devastating loss? Interested viewers can watch When Calls the Heart Season 12 on Peacock. Thanks for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button for more update news.